Hello and welcome to your November 2023 astrology forecast. To book a reading, there will be a link down below, as well as a link for appreciation of these videos down below. We are first going to get into the introduction, and then there will be timestamps down below as well for all 12 signs, so you can understand how this November will impact you. As well as do check your sun, moon, and rising. Your sun sign is what motivates you. It's your vitality, it's what you're aware of. Your moon sign is your emotional nature, so this is why it's more subjective. It's how you feel about things. And your rising sign is actually the houses within your birth chart. It's you as a person, and as well your physical self and how others also perceive you. So let's get into November. On the 4th of November, we have Saturn going direct in the sign of Pisces after months of retrograde. This is good. As planets go direct, it's important because when they're retrograde, we have to review things. We have to reassess things. And especially with Saturn. Saturn is a planet that teaches us the harsh lessons of life, the harsh realities, and so forth. So we get these hard no's and things are slow. Now we can finally put action towards our dreams in Pisces. Pisces is our dreams, our creativity, as well as our subconscious mind as well, where we can actually shift things. We can actually cut out with Saturn what is no longer working and actually implement subconsciously in order to create things within our reality. Pisces is about our health and well-being as well, especially our emotional well-being. It does also rule our health within our society, our health systems that we have, hospitals, so forth, any places too of isolation, it rules over that as well. And we might even feel the need to also isolate and cut things out that are no longer serving us. The one thing I can say that Pisces and Saturn both have in common, Pisces is a lost zodiac. It is about endings, releasing, letting go and surrendering and having faith in a higher power. And Saturn also likes to cut things out. That is where they are on common ground. Other than that, Saturn is strict. It's rules, it's regulations, it's discipline, responsibility, and hard work, whereas Pisces is about the dream. It's about the fantasy. It is about, getting lost in what we dream about, what we fantasize about, what we want to create, our creative talents. Now here comes in Saturn into this area of life to basically restrict us in order to discipline us, to show us how to make those dreams reality. Now, on the 8th of November, we have Venus in Libra. This is good. Okay. Venus in Libra is good to the essence that Venus likes to be in Libra. The only issue with Venus in Libra is that we do have the South Node in Libra. So we will still be going through that transformation when it comes to our relationships. Releasing and purging our people pleasing, giving our power away. That is what we will still be going through with Venus and Libra. But Venus and Libra is all about connection, communication, harmony. But that harmony is not at the cost of your peace. Now, on the 9th of November, we have Mercury in Sag. And this is great. Mercury in Sagittarius is all about our mind, our intellect, communication, even small distant trips, but we are thinking big. We're wanting to go big or go home kind of energy. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. So that's where that expansive energy comes through. And this gives us expansion to our thoughts. We can quickly see our way out of situations. We are very philosophical. We get a lot of wisdom here as well. The only thing is, I would say, don't go off with too many thoughts in too many different directions, as this will get you very lost very quickly. Remember that Sagittarius is expansive and it amplifies everything because of that energy. And we can very quickly put our mind to too many things and get nothing done, right? We want to get things done. So focus on what truly is important to you. This is also very fiery energy. So we are very fiery with how we communicate. We'll be communicating like Sagittarius does. So how we express ourselves is like, there is a sense of, with Sagittarius, that authority. It's ruled by Jupiter. It's larger than life kind of planet. So is that sense of authority in this energy. And we also do have Saturn in Pisces. These are two mutable signs. So we might feel sometimes restricted by others by Saturn in Pisces. However, Mercury and Sagittarius is like, oh no, this is not the way. This is the way that we are going forward. This is the energy we're very deep mentally within our sense of beliefs and what's important to us. Now we also have on the 13th of November, a new moon in Scorpio. This is great. We are finally finishing up the cycle of eclipses that we had. We would have already by the 28th of October, we would have had that full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus. But this new moon in Scorpio is finally a new and fresh beginning after the last 2 years. Go back to November of 2021, where we started this eclipse cycle in the fixed signs, Taurus and Scorpio. And the North Node actually moved into Taurus and Scorpio in January of 2022. They're now out. By July of 2023, they would have moved now into Aries and Libra. So we are finally with this new moon finishing up a cycle. It's a breath of fresh air. We're getting ready to purge and release everything we've been through over the past 2 years. And Scorpio is a sense of empowerment, finding the beauty in the harshest of experiences, and that's the energy of that Pluto energy. Remember, Pluto is lord of the underworld, but also known as the wealthy one, where we find our treasure. And if you think of underground, that's why even Pluto energy rules underground, underworld. It's where we have all our treasure. Okay, if you want to look at all your semi-precious stones, even precious stones, rubies, so forth, sapphires, metals, resources come from the earth. And that is why that's that Plutonian energy of showing us that there's wealth, what is underneath, below the surface, in the darkness. And that's what that new moon is offering us. Yay, us. I love it. I'm looking forward to it. 22nd of November, Sun in Sagittarius, expansive energy. This will be a Sagittarius season, though, a little bit different. Okay, we do have Saturn in Pisces, which is also a mutable sign. So, especially in the first couple of days of Sagittarius season, it might not feel, you might be feeling like there's so much you want to do, but you might be feeling a bit stuck. Remember, Saturn restricts and limits us in order for us to really relook and rework a plan and work a little bit harder and smarter in order to reap the reward. So it will be rewarding, but remember, with that expansion and growth, all of these energies, it does come with that energy of focus on what's important. 24th, right, of November, we have Mars now in Sagittarius. And whenever Mars, known as god of war in mythology and ruled by Aries as well as Scorpio, right? This is feisty energy when it comes to Mars. It's action, motivation, gets things done, but it is also aggressive. And Sagittarius is a fire sign, and whenever we have Mars enter into a fire sign, it's like, who this? Kind of energy. It's like, who am I now? You know what I mean? And it's like, it's very powerful, but remember, take action on your priorities. You can really utilize this energy. Don't get lost in the Sagittarius expansiveness of it. It's really good for higher learning, motivation towards wisdom, expanding yourself, really philosophical, really taking up what you believe in. Your beliefs will matter, and that's what you'll feel. And you might even want to defend your beliefs. That's the only thing that comes across during this energy. 27th November, we have a full moon in Gemini. And this is all about us releasing and letting go, especially in Gemini, what is mentally being in our mind. We might even want to take a break from social media. You know, it's full moon in Gemini can also bring up a lot of gossip, things said, all of this information comes to light. Information loves to come to light in Gemini too. You know, Gemini is an informative sign, so we get the information that we need. Remember that once again, Saturn is in Pisces. So there is that square energy, you know, between this, and so as well as we'll have the Sun in Sagittarius. So this will be interesting with the mutable signs, especially, which is Virgo, Sagittarius, Gemini, and Pisces, how they're going to handle this intensity, pressure. So it will be quite intense. Gemini is that sign of information, how we are thinking, how we are communicating, and how we're expressing ourselves. Words can be very much weaponized at that time, so be aware of what you're saying and also what you're saying to yourself. That's most important. You know, don't be hard on yourself too. So let's now get into the 12 signs. Aries, this month you're truly seeking an adventure. Do know that the North Node is in Aries, right? This is your destiny moment until 2025. So come on now. You're seeking those adventures. You want to have some fun. You're really looking to liberate yourself. You want to expand and you want to grow. And that's your energy for the month of November. On the 4th of November, we have Saturn going direct in your 12th house, which is the house of endings, self-undoing too. It's where we sabotage ourselves and we put ourselves in situations that we know are not good for us, but we still go back. Those addictive energies, even addiction, it is a house of addiction, right? It is where we have to cut out those bad habits, those bad patterns. Going forward with Saturn direct, you most definitely can do that. So if there's any situation that is unhealthy to you, cut it out. Whether it be a connection, because that's something that's very important for you going forward over the next year and a half, karmic connections that you need to release. Subconscious beliefs about yourself, you're not good enough, you're not worthy, you are releasing that. Any patterns, anything that breaks your confidence, anything that you feel addicted to that you want to heal. It is also the area of life of healing. So we see ourselves doing these things and giving our power away to either addictions, right? We can be addicted to relationships. We can have addiction to narcotics. We can have addiction to alcohol, food. Anything can become an addiction when we know it's not good for us and damaging our sense of esteem and self-worth in our lives. It's bad for us. This is that energy. Saturn also reveals anything you need to see. When anything is hidden, it comes to light in the 12th house as well. But you will be ending cycles. It's a good time to get very serious about your goals. Very serious time for your healing journey in order to boost your sense of self-esteem and seeing where you sabotage yourself. Okay, Aries. 8th of November. Venus in your 7th. This is really good for your one-on-one connections, brings harmony and peace. Remember, the South Node is there too. And this is where you are releasing any connections with the South Node. So you're very good with harmony and peace within your work relationships, one-on-one connections, romantic relationships. You could even meet someone new during this time. Venus makes a very good impression here in the 7th, where people are drawn to you, people are coming to you. Do know that the South Node is there. So let people come in. Remember your self-worth and your values in order to have that sense of esteem. Deter any connections that you feel that are like, oh, this is history repeating itself. This is taking me down memory lane. No. It's more about you growing into you and connecting to healthier relationships within your life. On the 9th of November, we have Mercury in the 9th. This is great for expansion of thoughts, any projects that you want to do, publication of anything, learning, higher learning. You could find yourself, especially if you're a student during this time, education will be a big thing. Like your mind is like, I gotta get a lot of information in, I gotta get in a lot into my mind. I'm busy writing these exams, tests, whatever. You're busy doing that, especially for students. If you're not a student, this is a time where you are maybe reading more, or you're watching a documentary, you're gaining more information, you're expanding your mind. You want to talk and communicate with people with philosophical things. You want to look at things with more wisdom. You also might be planning a trip, having an adventure. All of those things that inspire life, that's what you are creating. Now on the 13th, new moon in the 8th. This is really good. It's a new and fresh start for you, especially when it comes to your investments, your energetic and monetary investments. Energetic investments into relationships and situations we give our power to, as well as your monetary money investments. If you're with a partner, a spouse, or someone that you live with, you'll be looking at their finances as well. Anything that you've been working on, giving your energy towards, investing your energy, your time towards, you could reap the rewards. This is also really good for paying off all debts, taxes, so forth, and being more vulnerable and sharing parts of yourself with someone you can trust. You could even meet someone that you can feel during this time that you can be more vulnerable with. Share yourself with. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it is where you find that safety and security. But it can also be romantic. It's more about being vulnerable, sharing yourself, opening up. Now, on the 22nd, the sun in the 9th, this is really good, offers you opportunities for travel, adventure, higher education. It shows a lot of ideas coming into your mind, traveling, higher education, wanting to expand your mind, wanting to have an adventure. You really want to let loose. Now, on the 24th, Mars enters into ninth, and you're taking action on your higher learning pursuits, higher education, doing a course, teaching a course, anything like that. Anything to do with teaching or learning, you got the information, you got the goods. You want to travel, you definitely can make those plans, really process it, take your time with it. If you come across any roadblocks, make sure that you get your ducks in a row, work your way around it. This is where you really focus on expansion and growth, and you want to have an adventure. So get out of a routine. If you feel like you're stuck in a routine, get out of one. Right? On the 27th, we have a full moon in your third. Words that will be spoken to you at this time will be very informative. You could get information that you've been waiting for. If there's anyone that's been gossiping about you, you might get the information on what they've been saying. You'll get the scoop. Your mind as well at this time, watch it, how you're talking to yourself. Release thoughts that are just to your detriment. This will be a time where you could also be tying up a lot of paperwork, finalizing a lot of documents, sending out emails, text messages, and communication with others. You could also be making small distant trips, running errands, getting things done at this time. Taurus, money matters. That's your month of November. It is a month where you're looking at your investments, financial investments, paying off debts, loans, so forth, looking at your researching your finances, looking at ways to invest your money, opportunities for finances. That's the biggest message for you for the month of November. So let's get into it. 4th of November, Saturn goes direct in your 11th house. This is great. You can really focus on your connections and the people that you collaborate with. If you felt a bit stuck, you can finally move forward, meeting up with people, connecting to people as well, and also disconnecting from people that you feel are no longer a part of your vibe or your tribe. You'll also be focusing on your future goals and pursuits, and working with people that you feel will get you there will be what will be most inspiring to you. On the 8th of November, we have Venus in the 6th. This is a planet of love, luxury, and beauty. It's your planet. This makes your work life, your day-to-day routine a little bit more smoother and sweeter, as well as you might be craving sweet things. If you have a workout routine or anything like that, you'll be enjoying it more. You'll be thinking about ways to basically, spruce up your workout routine, how you eating, the things that you do to take care of yourself. This is all about self-care as well. Venus here loves to take care of oneself and also can be of service to others as well. Kindness goes a long way. On the 9th of November, Mercury in the 8th, and here we go. Going forward, you will see this happening, okay? Mercury in the 8th has you thinking about your fears, your anxieties, your insecurities. It also has you thinking about your finances, your loans, your debts, the money you need to sort out. This is all about ideas and thinking about ways in which to sort out your money, your investments, loans, taxes, debt as well that you need to pay off. And this can also bring up fears, doubts, and insecurities. You might even be triggered a bit during this time. Communicate and express your fears to others, especially those that are supportive of you, and that will be very healthy for you going forward. But ideas will come to you. Go with it. Trust your intuition. Paperwork will come to you if you're looking for a loan. If you're looking to do paperwork over the next couple of weeks. Anything like that, you'll be thinking about it, paying off debt, how to negotiate is Mercury as well. Communicate, negotiate when it comes to finances, especially if you're with a spouse or a partner that you are living with, or even a roommate, because now you'll be talking about finances and how we can get things done. Anyone else's finances as well. Money is owed to you that you've been working towards will come through as well. You might get information first about it. On the 13th of November, we have a new moon in your 7th. This is new and fresh beginnings to your one-on-one connections, both personally and professionally. This is really good for you. People want to communicate with you and express themselves to you. This new moon is really good for healing connections as well. If you're single, you can meet someone new. In existing relationships, it's about looking at, hey, what are the connections I want to keep? What can I work on? What connections I need to release in order to meet new people? On the 22nd, we have the sun entering into your 8th. Opportunities for investments will come through now. Okay, opportunities or loans that you've been trying to get will come through now. This will also be a time that will highlight your fears, doubts, and insecurities, with this sun being now in the next month in this energy of showing you your fears, doubts, and insecurities, how you can overcome them, how you can work through them, giving you wisdom as well, but also wisdom when it comes to your finances, your loans, money that's owed, money that's due, how you pay it, and so forth. That's generally the feel that's coming through over this month. On the 24th, Mars is also in the 8th. So here you'll be very much taking action and moving towards, how do I pay this off? How do I work towards acquiring this investment? What opportunities am I seeking? How can I move forward with this? All of this involving, if you have a partner too, you'll be communicating with them. Watch out for aggression though, because aggression with Mars can come through when you're discussing your financial matters. It might frustrate you and aggravate you a little bit. This is a time for patience. I know sometimes finances can be overwhelming, right? And we can have our fears, doubts, and insecurities about finances, but this is where you need to release them. Because when we stay stuck and worry, we're not going to get the opportunities and see the opportunities around us. So feel the feelings, don't ignore them. I'm stressed, I'm worried, go for a walk, stretch your legs, do something you need to do to get your mind off of it, because your fears will be also provoked at this time. Anything hidden will come to light as well. And that will definitely be happening from the 9th of November going forward. Any secrets as well, you'll get all the information. That's what the 8th house is. It's information, it's secrets, it's research, it's finances, it's sense of self-worth and what you're getting out of situations. And that's why it rules also finances as well. Situations that need to come to an end will come to an end as well with the 8th house energy. It is a house of death and rebirth. So it's when something comes to an end that can even be painful for you, will show you the birth of something new. On the 27th, we have a full moon in your 2nd house. Anything that you've been working on financially will come through for you at this time. This will be great for you, okay? If you haven't been working on anything, maybe you've been stuck in a rut, this time is telling you, okay, what you need to do, redo your resume, what ideas do you have, what skills and talents do you have, put it out there, start that business, do what you need to do. This is all about your money that you earn. But it starts with the skills that you have. It's also about your sense of self-worth and value. Watch the people you spend your time around. Spend time around people that value you. Spend time around people that are of high value too, okay? That energy and vibe, it attracts others too, as well. Have a blessed November. Gemini. So basically, November is a month for you, Sun, Moon, or Rising, to focus on your one-on-one connections with others, personally and professionally. That's because the Sun is going to move opposite you, right? And on the 4th of November, we have Saturn direct, and it's direct in your 10th house, your career, your goals, your sense of purpose, and what matters most to you. So if you have a career, this is where you'll be thinking, what do I want to do next? What's important to me? What changes do I make? What do I want to restructure? Saturn's all about the structure, the hard work, and discipline. You can really go after your goals right now. Any goals that you have in terms of your career, especially if you're at that stage of life, it will be very successful. Sense of purpose, what gives you a sense of purpose? So if you're retired and no longer working, this would be like, okay, what gives me a sense of purpose? How can I work towards it? What fulfills me? And also your personal goals. So if your goals are to eat better, take care of you, all of those things, your responsibilities is what Saturn is coming in to make you very hardworking and disciplined towards. Now on the 8th of November, Venus moves into the 5th. This is great for romance, love. If you're single, meet someone new. You can over the next couple of weeks. And if you're in an existing relationship, this is where you can bring in the romance and that joy and pleasure and fun. Creative projects, your hobbies, and having fun. Doing what gives you joy is the most pleasurable during this time. If you have any kids, this will be the time where you'll also be having some fun with your kids, loving your kids. That's that Venus energy there. It also rules inner child. If you don't have kids, what makes your inner child feel happy? Do that, and it'll really be so relaxing. On the 9th of November, Mercury moves into your 7th. This is a lot of communication between you and others, both personally and professionally. You can get a lot of text messages. People want to communicate with you. Text messages from lovers, people that are interested. You can get text messages from work. A lot of communication. Friends want to text you. People are wanting to communicate with you. And you'll be thinking a lot about people too. Your mind will be thinking about others at this time. On the 13th of November, new moon. In the 6th, this is all about your work life, making any new fresh starts to your work life, right? Or thinking or deciding upon that, or either looking at your work life and like, how can you make it more healthier for you, right? Especially if you have a job. It's all about health and taking care of yourself. And if you are thinking about changing jobs, making your work life, your day-to-day routine more healthier for you, releasing any unhealthy situations, focusing on your physical, mental, and emotional health. If you're feeling under the weather during this new moon, it's a great time to go for a checkup, as it's pointing to you that you need to take care of your physical, mental, and emotional health to be more productive during this time. Also, acts of service. If there's anyone that you want to be of service to, you most definitely can at this time. It also rules over pets. You might even be like getting a new pet or doing something with your pet at this time. Now, on the 22nd of November, the sun moves into your 7th house. Again, the sun will offer you opportunities with your one-on-one connections, both personally and professionally. And then on the 24th, we have Mars in the 7th. Mars is a plan of action, motivation. Also, in mythology known as a god of war. And Mars also has to do with, being intimate with others, getting down, if you know what I mean. And so you'll be called to do so if there's someone that you can with during this time. Mars also you can bring because it brings the heat, it brings the passion. So you can get very passionate with someone that you're interested with at this time. Or you can also get very passionately aggressive, right? This can also bring a lot of aggression to your one-on-one connections. Hold up your boundaries going forward. On the 27th, we have a full moon in your sign. So this means that it's a Gemini full moon in November. And the sun is in Sagittarius opposite you. You are releasing and letting go anything that holds you back. Whether it's yourself, doubting yourself, giving your power away to people, their ideas, their perceptions, you'll be releasing and letting go of that. You'll be letting go of relationships, situations, thought patterns, beliefs, things that you do that are keeping you stuck and stagnant in terms of moving forward towards your goals. Thank you so much for watching. Hello Cancer, and welcome to your November 2023 astrology forecast. Now, this month has you focusing a lot on your health, your day-to-day routine, getting things done, getting organized, becoming practical, maybe even being helpful to others, but really focusing on your day-to-day routine and how you take care of you. Now, on the 4th of November, we have Saturn direct in the 9th, and this is really good for higher learning, education, anything that you want to publish or put out into the world, really good for that. And you become very strict and disciplined and hardworking towards your goals, anything that you're studying, learning new, putting a lot of your energy and detail into it. All of that is really good for that. Planning a trip, wanting to go away, having an adventure, it's very fun energy, but you're strict and disciplined and you really want to work towards creating that for yourself. On the 8th of November, we have Venus in the 4th, and this brings harmony and peace to your home life, right? Your home life, your loved ones. South Node is still there, so you will be creating boundaries with anyone that is trying to take advantage or, push when it comes to you. You're basically trying to create some harmony and peace in your relationships. So that's what you'll be doing. And anyone that wants to come at you, you're saying no. You're actually releasing and letting go. You are saying the South Node is a purge, it's a release, it's a letting go. And Venus is in that same area of life for you. On the 9th of November, Mercury's in the 6th. You're thinking a lot about your day-to-day routine, communication about your routine, communication about work as well, communication about things you need to get done and prioritize. You're also getting communication about your health, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Either you are researching and getting that information of what you can do to improve your own well-being, mentally, emotionally, and physically. As you do so, you'll get more things done. On the 13th, we have a new moon in the 5th house. This is great for romance. So if you've been in a relationship and it's been stuck and stagnant, you might reignite the spark. Or if you're single, you might meet someone new. You're really passionate too about your creative projects and hobbies. This is really good for entrepreneurs. Of anything that you've been focusing and working on, you can be put out into the world. On the 22nd, we have the sun in the 6th, and this is illuminating and bringing opportunities to your day-to-day routine, mental, emotional, and physical health, and getting things done. If you're thinking about changing jobs or changing your routine in some way, it'll be very good for you. On the 24th of November, we have Mars entering into the same area of life, the 6th house. This gives you the action, motivation, and drive and vitality to get things done and focus on your health. This gives you strength. You all of a sudden can do it. You're action orientated and you have a lot of vitality. The only time that your vitality might dwindle is, and this will stay for the next couple of weeks, on the 27th, we have a full moon in your 12th. So around the full moon days, around the 27th, days before and days after, give it about 2 to 3 days, right? You could be feeling a bit tired and drained. The 12th house is about rest, rejuvenation, isolation, things coming to light and putting an end to anything that has basically been taking away from your energy, especially things of the long time past that you've been working through. You finally need to close the door, put that chapter to bed. You're ready for that new and fresh start. And this 12th house energy is a lot about healing through releasing. So you're releasing and letting go. If you're feeling emotional and sensitive, this is the time to give yourself that emotional, it's okay to feel your feelings, moment. Definitely good for you at this time. Really good for spiritual aspects. If you want to get into anything that is healing for you in that way, getting a tarot card reading, astrology, anything like that will be so good for you during this time. Thank you so much for watching. Leo, by the month of November, you're just not that serious. Okay, you've had a hell of a year. Your birthday season was hit by the Venus retrograde in Leo. So trust me when I say, when it comes to November, and we've just passed the eclipses as well, you want to have some fun. You want to let loose. You want to enjoy your life. You want to feel pleasure. You want to feel romance. You want to flirt a little. You want to do all the things that a Leo wants to do, and now's your time to shine. On November 4th, we have Saturn, and it's direct in your 8th house. You can really take hone in and hold of your finances, especially, money's coming to you. So anything that you've been investing your time, energy, finances towards, you're looking at your financial life, you're looking at your loans, how you spend your money, financial budget, money's coming in, where you're receiving your money, what can you do better with your money, how can you spend your money. You're processing all of that. You're also way more disciplined now when it comes to your psychological well-being. You're cutting out anything that is unhealthy for you psychologically, anything that's painful, triggering. You're putting your boundaries up. You know what you want to do. Now, on the 8th of November, Venus is in the 3rd, and your words are sweet. You can say what you want to say. You know how to get people to listen to you, to hear what you got to say. You're communicating with charm and a je ne sais quoi. You have that energy, and not only just are you doing that, other people are sending you messages too and communicating with you, especially loving messages. You'll get that now this time. When it comes to running errands or anything that you need to get done, there's more pleasure in it. You're actually enjoying it, so it's something that you truly want to really enjoy. You're also interested in learning about things that really resonate with your heart when it comes to Venus. Or even if you're communicating with others, you're sharing what truly matters to you from your heart. On the 9th of November, we have now Mercury in the 5th, and this is all about romance. So if you're single, you are ready to message and mingle, because Mercury is about communication, sending out those text messages. You could also be out here in these dating apps. You're out there. That's what you want to do. You're scrolling left, you're scrolling right. You're just checking everything out. It's all about romance. If you're in an existing relationship, you're ready to reignite the spark. You're communicating, hey, let's go out on a date. Let's take a drive here. That's what you're doing, especially with Mercury. Mercury rules small distance trips. So you are ready to explore that energy of fun, pleasure, romance, and leisure. If there's any creative hobbies that you have, you want to communicate, you want to express them, you're ready to actually go out and do them, right? You'll take that trip to do them. So you're really in your zone. It's all about the fun, the pleasure, and the enjoyment. On the 13th of November, we have a new moon in your 4th house. This is really good. If you've been having challenges with home or anything like that, it shows a new fresh start to your home and family matters, new members coming even into your family at this time. You can also have where you either moved home or thinking about moving home, all the stuff about the home. You might even declutter, organize your space, or make your space more you know what I mean, more fun. That's what you're doing. Your home life is really coming to life here, and this new moon is saying to you, hey, what you want to do to make your home life more better, and what can you do? There's a lot of healing energy in your home and family matters, and when anything comes to light, you are looking at, okay, now I understand where you stand. That's my perspective. This is new fresh start. How can we move forward? You really keeping it sweet and breezy, right? You don't want to get too into it. On the 22nd of November, the sun is in the 5th. And guess what? Opportunities for romance. Single, dating, you want to have that fun. You want to have that pleasure. Also, the 5th house rules kids. So if you have any kids, you're also thinking about doing some fun things with your children. If you don't have kids, don't worry about that. You're still looking to feed your inner child and what truly nourishes you, Leo. Now, on the 24th, we have Mars in the 5th. Okay, Mars in the 5th. You are motivated and action-orientated towards your fun and pleasure. And damn, if anyone stands in your way, you'll tell them, hell no, this is what I want to do. I'm confident enough to do it. And this is what's important to me. You're full in this Leo energy, and Mars there is like motivated and you're passionate. And if anyone tries to come to you, you're like, not today. This is my fun and I want to do it kind of energy. If there's projects, romance, hobbies, anything you want to put out into the world, if you're an entrepreneur, this will be great for you too, especially because you're like motivated about it. You're really feeling strongly about it and you're taking action towards what matters. On the 27th, you have a full moon in the 11th and you are ready to let go of any connections that no longer serve you. You might be getting a lot of invitations. You might be socializing a lot at the time of this full moon. Meeting new people, socializing, or if you're not doing it in person, you're doing it online. And you're really finding out what connections work for you, what connections do not work for you, and how can you let go of old connections and meet new connections. You're also focused on your future vision and dream for yourself. You're ready to step up and be a leader and really focus on how you want to lead your life. Thank you so much for watching. Virgo, November is a lot about family and career. So it's about family life and career, and that's where you're setting this balance going forward. Let's talk about it. On the 4th of November, we have Saturn going direct in your 7th house of one-on-one connections, both personally and professionally. This is where you could either experience an ending, a letting go of your one-on-one connections, both personally or professionally. Saturn will eliminate relationships that lack stability or isn't based in reality. That will definitely be coming through for you. You'll also be more focused and goal-orientated when it comes on building long-standing, established one-on-one connections. On the 8th of November, we have Venus in the 2nd, and this is sweet on your money. So if you could get money coming to you, you could get gifts coming to you. This is really good. It's also good for your skills and talents. So if there's any skills and talents that you're working on that gives you pleasure, you can earn extra money for that. On the 9th of November, we have Mercury in the 4th. This is where you're communicating a lot with family members. What is important with this? Well, the key here to understand, especially with Mercury in the 4th, is that we have Saturn in Pisces and you're communicating with family members, but you must watch how you're communicating. It might come across direct. It might come across with no thought process. So you need to also consider others. Remember, you have Saturn opposite you. So you gotta at some point consider other people, right? And if you're considering other people and people are treating you unfairly, set up those healthy boundaries. But this is all about family, and not only family, people that you let into your heart. You're communicating from the heart. You might even be communicating a lot about past pain, past trauma, past, especially familial trauma, things that happened to you as a child, things happening to you growing up. You'll be communicating about that. Your mind is in the past. You're also deeply sensitive. When your mind is there, it's like what people say to you can deeply touch your emotions, right? On the 13th, we have a new moon in the 3rd. This offers you a new way of thinking. You often can be very self-critical. Think differently about yourself. Communicate differently. This new moon tells you to get a new approach to your communication style. How do you think? How do you express yourself? When you think something, how do you communicate it to others so that's more effective and others understand how you're feeling, thinking, and what you want done basically as well. Great new moon for sending out messages, getting information. It can come to light at this time, definitely for you. Any information can come to light for you because it's happening in the 3rd of communication, information. You can plan small distance trips. That would be really great to go on a little drive and so forth. That would be great. Doing errands, really good for that, getting things done. And completing any paperwork, assignments, things that you need to email, send off, so forth, and also learning. On the 22nd, we have now the sun in the 4th. This offers you opportunities for your home life and gives you vitality to take, maybe you might declutter your space, take care of your home. If you're considering whether you want to move home, do things to make your home life more better. You're also thinking about your family more. All of these things to do with your home and family. This is where things get a little tricky. 24th, for the next couple of weeks, we have 24th of November, we have Mars in the 4th. Mars in the 4th. Mars is a plan of action, motivation, great for renovation, decluttering your home life. Right, really good. If you want to move home and you've been like, I need to move home, I need to get things done, I gotta get myself amped up, you're definitely good at doing that. But Mars in the 4th, when it comes to family and soul family, people that you let into your heart, the 4th house is where we feel emotionally connected. Or if someone comes to your house, they automatically become family. So if you have a friend and they come over to your house and you're cooking them things, they become part of your home and family life. Anyone that's in your domestic space, basically. Mars can bring aggression and conflict to this area of life. Watch how you're expressing yourself. Watch how others are expressing themselves. Do set healthy boundaries. Do watch how you're also communicating. You do not want to make things more tense at home, as Mars in the 4th can bring tension, frustration, aggravation, and even conflict to the home life. Now, on the 27th, you have a full moon in your 10th house. This is either if you've been working for something, you will reap the rewards, you will get the success, you'll get what you need to get, right? Or the full moon will be asking you, if you're not getting where you want to be, what changes do you need to make? So you'll be thinking, okay, what changes do I need to make? How do I need to pivot? How do I need to move forward? How can I get where I see myself when it comes to my career goals? The 10th house also makes your public image very recognizable, meaning like how people are seeing your reputation. This is important to watch how you're carrying yourself, because people will very much be reading and picking up off your energy at this time. And the full moon will illuminate. So if there's anything you've done, it brings that also to light. But the full moon is very empowering for you. It's great for getting done on those goals. So if you have goals, make changes so you can accomplish them if you haven't got them done already. And if you've been working real hard to get those goals done, you will reap the rewards for them. So see that you're putting in the effort to get those rewards. It's a blessed full moon for you. Thank you so much for watching your November astrology. Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising. This is your November astrology. Let's get into it. Okay, so on the 4th of November, we have Saturn in the 6th. This is great. Very, very good. This is finally, you can, after months of the Saturn retrograde cycle, which was very inwards, and maybe your work life, colleagues, co-workers were getting very chaotic and out of hand. And Saturn will really take out anyone from your working life that's no longer necessary or needs to be there. So if you had co-workers jumping ship, or if you had employees and they were jumping ship and so forth, yes, that's the hand of Saturn. Okay? It's restricting the people that you see within your day-to-day life, your day-to-day routine, especially your work life. So Saturn is trying to clear the slate, and it's been doing that since the retrograde. Now that Saturn is direct, it's asking you, okay, you've seen what you need to see. You saw what wasn't healthy for you in your work life or your day-to-day routine. Going forward, what changes do you want to implement? What can you do to make this a reality? You'll be very determined and hardworking towards your work life. Libra, work at it because you'll reap the rewards. Libra, work at your mental and emotional health, please. How you feeling, thinking, and expressing yourself. This will be so good for you because you'll really be able to propel yourself forward when it comes to your health. When you can take better care of how you're eating, sleeping, your mental health, your emotional health, getting that exercise in, you will reap the rewards for this. Otherwise, Saturn will teach you by maybe you feeling unwell because Saturn's saying, hello, take care of yourself, take care of your health. You haven't been doing that. But Saturn's really been pushing in your work life, and it'll stay there for the next 3 years. So it's not a short transit. It is going to take time, and you can work at it. On the 8th of November, we have Venus in the 1st. So hey, Libra, Venus is in your sign. This is great for you. This makes you more attractive, more charismatic. Everyone's trying to be a bit more compromising and, so forth. It builds harmony towards you. It also allows you to attract things to you, prosperity, abundance, so forth. Know that the South Node is still in Libra, so still if there's any relationships that are uneasy or tense or giving you that, you need to please me kind of energy, say no, okay? 9th of November, Mercury in the 3rd. This is really good for your mind. Your mind is active. Great for learning, small distance trips, getting information, learning something new, communicating and expressing yourself. Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say at work. Say what you need to say at home. Express yourself freely, Libra, because this is good for you. You need to do that. You are an air sign. Communication is your thing. And this is really good. And you're very, Mercury is about intellect, communication, expression. Third house rules exactly like communication, expression, your environment, your neighbors, and so forth. Communicate, say hello, say hi. This will all be beneficial to you. On the 13th of November, right? We have a new moon in the second house. This is going to give you new opportunities for money, your skills and talents. If you want to learn something new, go for it. This will boost your skills and talents, up your skills and talents. Money that will come to you during the new moon. You'll get a lot more work in. If you're self-employed, if you're working at a company, you get more ideas. You might get an opportunity to go and apply for a better job or like a promotion or something. Focus on the finances and growing that. That'll be very good for you. On the 22nd of November, the sun's in the third, and this illuminates communication and connection to you. And people want to communicate and express themselves to you. On the 24th November, we have Mars in the third. Communication can get a bit aggressive now. Set those healthy boundaries when it comes to communication. Do not connect with people that are too aggressive. Do not communicate with people who just see their point of view and don't want to see yours. Do not communicate with people who just think you're there to please and be nice. There's more to you, Libra, so much more. You're not here just to be nice. You are here to basically show how people are meant to be within society, good manners, civilization, sociability, but doesn't mean that you need to be nice and put up with bad behavior. That's so important going forward for the next couple of weeks. 27th, we have a full moon in the 9th. This is really expanding your higher education, wisdom, planning trips, traveling, information, publication, putting anything out into the world. If you're dealing with anything illegally, Libra, this is also where it can come to an end, or you might get opportunities to work with it in a different way. So anything about legal matters, documentation, so forth, higher education, wisdom, traveling, really good for expansion, growth, and also shifting and changing your personal beliefs. There's going to be a big change within your beliefs, and that's really going to take you forward. And I think it will help you with the South Node energy that you're dealing with until 2025. Thank you so much for watching, Libra. Hello, Scorpio. Do watch this video for Sun, Moon, or Rising. Now, let me tell you something, Scorpio. I love your season. Oh, the season of truth, the season of healing, the season of information, and people want to say what they want to say. So let them say it, because the Scorpio energy is about truth. And even though the truth hurts, yeah, it's triggering. Scorpio also ruled by that pain energy and what triggers us, but it reveals how people feel. And once we know, we can truly heal and we can get moving forward. Now, Scorpio, 4th of November, Saturn in the 5th. This is really bringing a serious energy. Maybe your dating life over the past couple of months could have been stagnant, slow, or non-existent. Well, Saturn's here basically to say, let's get serious about this now when it comes to your romance, your dating life. Singles, you're taking it seriously. You might decide, okay, I'm going on that dating app. I'm going to meet someone here. I'm just going to ring it and see. I'm going to be flirtatious, right, and see what happens, right? So it's really helping you with your romance within your life to take it more seriously, because you want something flirtatious, yes, but you want some stability too. You don't just want something that's not going to last. Now, in existing relationships, you might take it very seriously to spruce up your relationship. And even this doesn't only rule over relationships. All of a sudden, you're very serious about your creative projects and endeavors. So if there's anything creative, like creative-wise that you're working on, you're in it to win it, you invest in yourself. It gives you ideas. And let's not only just talk about creativity. It doesn't have to be painting and drawing and so forth. That's just one aspect of creativity. Creativity also comes in like, hey, I have an idea and I can see a way out of the solution. I can see a way out of this problem. I can see the solution. Thinking outside the box in creative ways is very good. Creativity is so good for the soul. And this is the area of creativity that's working with Saturn over the next couple of years. And you'll be very motivated towards your goals. Now, on the 8th of November, Venus in the 12th. And this can put a lot of endings to connections that are no longer serving you. You're releasing them. You can see what's hidden within your connections. If you're involved in any affairs, right? Like secret affairs, things done that are hidden, very good for that. Venus in 12th is very good for that. Like, let's meet up in secret. Let's private chat or something like that. Very good for affairs. When it comes to existing relationships, you might want to be more private with your partner. And that's also very good. as well as if a relationship isn't working, you might let it go. People you've dated previously from the past will come back into your life, and also people you've loved, period. Finances. Okay, Venus in the 12th, it's more about releasing, letting go in order to allow for new opportunities to come to you. 9th of November, Mercury in the 2nd. So you'll be thinking about money, skills, and talents, and you're ambitious and you have these ideas. You might be looking at contracts, like how can I look at like contracts when it comes to money? Or you might be looking at like what course can I learn to up my skills so that maybe I can earn more at my job. All those things, investments into your money. You might be communicating a lot about your skills, your talents, and your money. It will be very much on your mind too. On the 13th of November, we have a new moon in your sign, and this is a new and fresh start to you, a new beginning, letting go of the old and allowing for the new to come in. This is really good. You can now focus on new goals, things that are important to you, and this new moon is good for you. Since November 2021, with the South Node Scorpio, you've been hit hard, releasing, purging, letting go. Okay? So this new moon is bringing you that vitality, it's giving you that fresh start to focus on what truly matters to you, dear Scorpio. On the 22nd of November, the sun is in your 2nd house, and this gives you opportunities for income, for growing money. Money's coming to you. It's really good for that. You might be even great time now to manifest money, focus on money, wealth, focusing on how you can boost your money. Great. 24th of November, Mars is in the 2nd. You're motivated about your finances and taking action when it comes to your money matters. Watch out though for communication though about money, because you could become aggressive, right? You want to push it overboard, but you are definitely in the energy of feeling motivated about what is of value, how you can increase value and finances within your life. On the 27th of November, full moon in the 8th. You are releasing and letting go of any connections that are draining you and taking away from your energy. Any persons that drains you, betrayed you, harmed you psychologically or in any type of way. Your past pains and triggers will be brought to the surface with this full moon in order for you to release and purge it out. As well as great full moon though, for anything you've been working towards financially, you could get the payout. So this is like having to do with banks, taxes, loans. That money is going to be coming to you. Anything you've been working towards or putting money towards, you'll get the payout for it. This will also be a time where you'll be assessing a partner's finances, so forth like that. Researching finances and paying off old debts. Great full moon. It's very healing. It's empowering, right? And you're putting an end to any drama within your life. You're seeing the truth about situations. You're walking away and focusing on you and your sense of self-worth and boosting and working towards the finances you want to draw into your life. You might even find this a very healing full moon, right? This is the 8th house. It is the house of debt, taxes, heavy stuff, psychological trauma. That's the 8th house. It's actually ruled by Scorpio. It's powerful energy, transformative energy, but it has to go through all this, transformation in order to receive the rewards. Thank you so much for watching. Hello Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. This is your November astrology. 4th of November, we have Saturn going direct in your 4th house, and you're very serious about your living situation, your family. You're setting healthy boundaries, really thinking about how you can bring stability to your home life, right? This is Saturn restructuring your family, home life. You might be thinking of past patterns within childhood that you are releasing and letting go out. You're restricting it out of you in order to build on healthier foundations of stability emotionally within your life. Now, on the 8th of November, we have Venus in the 11th. This is really good for your social connections and interactions, online, offline, anywhere where you are joining a group. Okay, that group chat, think about that. So if you're in a group chat, if you have a hobby group, a friend group, a work group, a family group, all the groups online and in person, you are feeling good about them. There's harmony, there's peace. It is with the South Node, so you're thinking about the groups you want to let go of too, that are no longer in alignment to you. South Node is in the same area of life for you, but it's really good for you. It's helping you focus on your future vision and dreams. You might even give up on a dream and really think about it now once again over the next couple of weeks. You'll also might get a lot of invitations and like people wanting to connect to you, right? Parties, inviting you out. and you'll be seeing how you're feeling during this time. On the 9th of November, we have Mercury in your sign, and you're communicating and expressing yourself and what matters to you the most. You're expressing yourself freely. You're thinking about you, you're communicating about you, you're communicating about your goals, and you're prioritizing yourself. You're prioritizing your needs mentally, emotionally, and physically as well. On the 13th of November, we have a new moon in the 12th. Best for rest, rejuvenation, and isolation. You might spend some time alone. You want to spend time just by yourself. You might be feeling exhausted. You might be feeling emotional. You're putting an end to cycles in your life that no longer serve you, especially long-term cycles that you've been in for years that you feel like, oh, I'm done now. And doesn't only have, you're just done with cycles. You're done with patterns. You want something healthier within your life. So you're closing the door on the old in order to allow the new in. On the 22nd, happy birthday of November. It's your time to shine. Okay, the sun is in your sign. On the 24th, we have Mars in your sign. So this makes you have the vitality, the action, the confidence. It's giving everything Sagittarius right now. It's giving expansion, it's giving growth, it's giving a vibe, and you got it. And you're like, okay, what do I want to accomplish? What do I want to get done? It's my season. I'm feeling it right now. I want to bring it. I want to win it. You got it all, right? That's the kind of vibe. It's expansive, it's growth, it's powerful, it's Sagittarius, and it's Mars. And Mars and Sagittarius is like, you want the world, you have the energy to go after the world. But it is Mars, and Mars is the god of war, okay? And this means you'll be, if people try to stop you from going after what's important to you, what matters to you, you see, whew, oh no, they're going to see the other side of Sagittarius that isn't the joyful, humorous side, because that's what Sagittarius is. They're going to get the other side of Sagittarius that will put you in your place and make you toe the line. That is what you're giving. Right? You got no time for no drama. This is what I want to do. I know it matters to me and I know it's going to be great. That's what you're feeling. And you might get that because Saturn is in Pisces. So you might be feeling people trying to hold you back. If they are, you're like, it's out. I want to do what matters to me. And Sagittarius is a very wise sign. This is the energy of wisdom. Right? So that's what you need to use when you're doing these things that you want to create for you. Use that wisdom, use that sense of self-belief, and know you can accomplish great things. On the 27th, we have a full moon opposite you. Full moons are releasing, ending and closing of chapters, or either something comes to a culmination, like it's done now, like it's to the end of it. So a relationship can go to the next level. However, relationships that have been draining you, taking away from your energy, your vitality, you're saying goodbye, both personally and professionally. You're closing the door. You're done. That's it. It's over. You're ending that contract. You're not subscribed anymore. It's done. Because it's your birthday time. And it's your time to shine. And you're like, I'm focusing on me. This is about me. And this is not healthy for me. And this connection does not give me what I need. And I value me. So I am going to say goodbye. So you'll be breaking away from connections that are no longer vibing, that are just disconnected, from connections that maybe are inauthentic, dishonest, betrayal. You're done. And you're focusing on you. Thank you so much for watching. Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your November 2023 astrology forecast. Do watch your sun and your moon and your rising. Now on the 4th of November, Saturn goes direct. And can you be ever more grateful? Saturn retrograde over the past couple of months would have left you scattered, dealing with hassles, stresses, just not lacking the discipline and the normal drive that you have. Now that Saturn is direct on November 4th, you can go after things and your goals and pursue them. You're more structured. This is your ruling planet, so it's big. And it's going direct in your 3rd house. So any information that's been secret will come to light, especially with the 3rd house. Saturn is that strict ruler and it's very karmic. Remember, it is the lord of karma, so it brings that information to light. You can get all the information that you need to get. If there's anything you want to learn, you can pursue it. You have the discipline, you have the drive, you have the mental focus. Saturn will also help you focus more when it comes to your words. Watch what you say, because it can come across very strict or harsh, but if you need to use that energy, do so when it comes to communicating in order to get the job done. This is an energy of strictness. It's an energy of discipline. It is an energy of hard work. You will reap the rewards for anything that you've been learning, right? And that's what you'll reap the rewards for in 2026. Anything that you learn, that you're putting your energy towards, you know, within this year, you would have started something new and fresh that you needed to learn and put that energy towards. And it's definitely going to give you the discipline now that Saturn is direct, the concentration. And not only just that, can you also, when it comes to like, you know, your environment, you become very practical. You might eliminate things from your environment that's a distraction and add things that are more, you know, important. When it comes to taking small distant trips, you'll be very, you know, structured and disciplined in doing that as well, and also running errands. On the 8th of November, Venus is in the 10th. This is great for your career. You get the note, you get like, people notice you more, right? People in authority notice you more. This is really good energy for that. Remember, the South Node is there. It's eliminating anything from your career that's not working for you, and it's giving you, with this Venus energy, what is. This brings a bit of harmony and smoothness to this area of life. But know that the South Node is there. So if anything's not working, you'll be thinking about making those changes when it comes to your career. Remember that Venus is the energy of passion, so follow your heart. That's important when it comes to your career, your goals and sense of purpose, and also your public reputation. Now, on the 9th of November, Mercury is in the 12th. And you're tired. You're tired. You are mentally exhausted. You might be reflective more on the past. You might not be in the best mood to communicate or express yourself. You're just feeling a little bit under, you know. And if you do communicate, you might even find some secrets also coming to light here. This is the 12th house. It shows us what's hidden as well. What was said maybe be behind your back. What maybe you said behind someone's back. All of that comes to light with this energy. Right? On the 13th of November, we have a new moon in your 11th house. This is great. Invitations are coming your way, social connections, spending time with your friends, your various groups within your life. This is really good. So great for you in terms of social invitations coming your way, social networking, putting yourself out there, focusing on your future vision and dream you have for yourself. If you're on the internet, great also for putting that energy out there as well, because people will be more inclined to interact. On the 22nd of November, the sun is in the 12th. You're exhausted by this time. It's almost birthday time, that's why. So you're feeling what you need to put an end to, what you need to close chapters to, what you need to put to bed. On the 24th now, so 22nd, sun was in the 12th. 24th of November, Mars is in the 12th. And this is a lot of like, you might not have the vitality, right? You might just be feeling unwell too. So take care of your health. You might need some time by yourself. You might also have difficulty sleeping. Your sleep might be miserable, and you might be, that can even make you more irritable, right? This is really good for like journaling and like working through mental frustration and aggravation through like walking out in nature and taking time towards oneself. Anything that happened in the past, you might want to like discuss it, but like in an aggressive manner. So if someone brings up a past experience, it might be very triggering for you. It might anger you, and you might, like at that point, it might come up very emotional, right? And you might want to set those healthy boundaries. On the 27th, full moon. 27th of November, we have a full moon in the 6th. Again, focusing on your health. Okay. Make some changes to your day-to-day routine. Are you sleeping? How are you eating? How are you taking care of yourself? Self-care is so important. Work-life changes. This is also that, like, what changes do I want to make within my work? You're coming towards the end of the year. You're coming as well towards your birthday season. And this will be very big on your mind about your day-to-day routine. Or if you're not working, or if you have a job, you'll be thinking about your work life, what's unhealthy, what's toxic, what changes you need to make when it comes to your work life. If you've been working to improve your health in your day-to-day work life, you'll reap the rewards. If not, those changes will be on your mind. Thank you so much for watching, and wishing you a beautiful November. Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising. Now, this is a powerful month for you. This is really a month for you to basically, focus on what's important to you, your future vision and dreams, and the people you associate yourself with. On the 4th of November, we have Saturn in the 2nd house, which is really good. Saturn is direct as well. So now, if your finances over the past couple of months have been iffy, right? Lacking structure, lacking discipline, just, maybe you had to yo-yo, and Saturn is restrictive energy to this area too. So you had to like balance things out, come up with a plan, so to speak. When Saturn goes direct, you now can set goals when it comes to your income and money that you have. You have a plan. It's really good for your money. You can become very structured with your money. You can see what ways you can make your money work for you. So this is good for the next couple of months going forward. On the 8th of November, we have Venus in the 9th. This is really good for like your sense of beliefs, and think you want to communicate, and you're very passionate about your beliefs. You want to create harmony, see wisdom, expansion, growth. You're thinking about traveling too. Remember, it is with the South Node. So be wary of the company you keep whilst traveling. Meaning, like, go with people that really get you. Do not go with people that don't. Do not go with people that drain your energy and make you feel like, why am I here? You know what I mean? My body don't feel right because I have a headache from what you're communicating to me. All of those things. If you come up with like roadblocks, remember that the South Node is a letting go, a releasing, taking out of our lives. It's karmic too. So karmic things can happen during traveling. So be aware of that as well. And like if you get into any karmic situations, maybe a heated argument, or maybe you might meet someone from the past that you like, all of those things. Set healthy boundaries. Remember that Venus here is telling you, hey, pleasure, you can do pleasure anywhere. You could also be very passionate watching documentaries, reading, just changing up your routine and breaking free. On the 9th of November, Mercury's in the 11th house, and social circles, all of them via email, text message, online, in person, want to communicate. You're getting a lot of invitations. People want to talk to you. Communications are coming from all sides. Right? This is really good energy though for a group that you want to collaborate with. If there's a group that you're working with, collaboration with, that's really good for your future vision and dreams for yourself. So that's important with that. On the 13th, we have a new moon in the 10th. This is really good for your career, your goals, your sense of purpose, going after what truly matters to you. Great for new changes when it comes to your career that you want to make. If you're thinking about doing so, this new moon will inspire that. If you're unhappy in a career, it will inspire that. If you're unhappy with your goals, the new moon will tell you, change your goals and make them work for you. If you don't, you're finding a sense of purpose. So say you're retired or not working, sense of purpose, what gives you purpose? This new moon might shine light on that. Right? What can you do to make you feel fulfilled? On the 22nd, we have the sun in the 11th. This shines a light on opportunities for social connections and interactions, your future vision and dream, and stepping up into a leader of your own. Thinking of unique and creative ways. If there's anything you want to put out on the internet, you most definitely can. It's a really inspiring time for you. Now, the 24th of November, 2023, Mars is in the 11th. And this is a problem. So you're feeling motivated and you want to take action when it comes to your social interactions and groups and people that you're connecting to. If you're working within a team, it's great for collaboration. However, Mars is a god of war and it can bring up aggravation, frustration, and conflict within your circles. Friend group, family group, work group, social group online, group chats. Aggression is Mars, and frustration. Set healthy boundaries with your connections. 27th, we have a full moon in the 5th. Full moon in the 5th. So this is like you might break away from a romantic partner. Okay? You might lose interest. You might not find it fun. You might not find it pleasurable. Romantic relationships that are great. The romance will be boosted and might even go to the next level. So like the relationship, let's move in together. Meet my parents, engagement, so forth. Doing something fun. Married couples doing something fun and romantic. It's also the energy of children too. So it's a good kind of energy. This full moon too will be asking you, hello there, Aquarius. When last have you had fun? What can you do to bring some fun and romance and pleasure into your life? When last? What can you do? Has life been too serious and and you need to just let loose? This full moon is telling me to let loose and have some fun. Go have that ice cream. Go outside into nature, feel that breeze upon your cheek, take your shoes off, do something fun, ride a bike, talk to a friend and have a good belly laugh. It's fun. Those are things that make us happy. What makes you happy? Hobbies. If you have any hobbies, go after it. During this full moon, it'll really be Very creative for you. If you're an entrepreneur, you can use this full moon for creative energy and pursuits. Creative deals that you've been working towards would come through. You would get new ideas and new opportunities and how to change your creativity in some way to make your entrepreneurship work for you. Even creative ideas at work. It's very good energy. Thank you so much for watching the November astrology. Pisces, November 2023 astrology forecast, sun, moon, or rising. Deep breath, Pisces, because this time of year is focusing a lot on your career, your goals, and your ambitions. Are you ready for it? Are you ready to make your goals work for you? Let's start. Now, on the 4th of November, Saturn goes direct in your sign, first house, you. Okay, Pisces. Say the last couple of months have been messy and chaotic, and poof, people have been cut out of your life. People had to leave. You were making choices for people to leave. You were like setting healthy boundaries as well. This is all good for you, Pisces. You're doing the hard work on yourself, and part of that is setting healthy boundaries. You are the sign that is very compassionate, understanding, and sometimes can take everyone in. Saturn is saying you need to be more disciplined in who you take in on your journey upon life. Saturn will help you focus on your goals when it comes to you. It's in your sign. So Saturn will be like, become disciplined, become hardworking, and focus on your dreams and visions that you have for you. On the 8th of November, we have Venus in the 8th. This is really like, Venus in the 8th has a lot to do with your joint assets, income, not income. Take income out of there. Assets, loans, taxes, money you receive for work you've done. So if there's a company paying you out, or maybe you've done something and you need to get some sort of payout, that's the energy. Loans, taxes, insurances, all of those things. Venus is giving you the rewards for the fruits of your labor, for your hard work. Venus here can also make you very intimate with someone that you care about. You can be more vulnerable. You will share yourself more. Venus here will also bring a lot of healing to your past pain, triggers, and traumas. If an ex comes back that traumatized you in some way, because we do have the South Node there, you will be asking yourself, hey, well, how can I heal the situation? What do I need to release? This person has harmed me psychologically, physically, in any kind of way. And that has caused trauma. 8th house is our trauma. It rules a lot. It rules debt, taxes, psychology as well. And this is where you can find the healing and finally break free for your own empowerment. Like, you won't be thinking about that memory anymore. If you see that person, you might get triggered, but then afterwards you will release and let it go. Very good time for delving into your psychological mind and what keeps you stuck from your fullest potential, right? So even if you're thinking about counseling, talking to a life coach, talking to someone as motivation to inspire you, to empower you, great energy for that, right? November 9th, Mercury's in the 10th. You're thinking a lot about your career, your goals, your sense of purpose. You're communicating about your career, maybe negotiating contracts when it comes to your career, negotiating contracts when it comes to your goals. Maybe you have ideas, maybe you need to put it out there, see who wants to invest in it, all of those kinds of things. You're really thinking, communicating, expressing yourself when it comes to your goals and career. If you're not working, say you've reached the stage of life of retirement, this is about your sense of purpose. So maybe you want to do something of service to others. Maybe that's your sense of purpose, and you get information on how you can do that, how you can give back. There's also the energy of responsibility. You might be asked to take on more responsibility as well. Stand up as a leader, maybe a leader in your family, right? All the things that you need to do in order to make things work. Now, on the 13th, we have a new moon in the 9th. This is really good for trips, traveling, expansion, mind, higher education, thinking of higher education, something new you want to endeavor upon. Maybe a publication, putting something out there, a course, teaching or learning. You could be the student or the teacher. Very informative time for you. You might read a book that changes your perspective on a matter, and that's inspiring. This is great for inspiration, expansion, and wisdom. Trips too. You might be thinking, oh, when last have I gone on a trip? Maybe I want to go on a trip. I want to go on a holiday. I want to have some fun. All of those things. You might want to get out of a rut. You might be feeling like you're stuck in a rut, and you just want to expand yourself a little with that new moon. On the 22nd, we have the sun in the 10th. Opportunities for your career. This is really good for your career, your goals, your sense of purpose, stepping up as a leader, your sense of reputation and going after what you want. 24th, you're feeling motivated because now Mars is in the 10th. Motivated, this ambition, this drive. You have the drive, you have the energy, you have the confidence. You really want to go after your career, your goals and sense of purpose. Watch out though, if you have a career and you're working somewhere, Mars can bring conflict with an authority figure within your life. So set those healthy boundaries, know your worth, know what you deserve, and go after what you want full throttle. But watch out for any conflict with those around you. Okay, especially authority figures, anyone, even parents as well. On the 27th, we have a beautiful full moon in your 4th. You are releasing and letting go family stuff. So you might be feeling deeply emotional. You might have to feel things when it comes to family members, deep emotions. Full moon here is great for decluttering your home space, but you might be feeling a lot about your family. Maybe conflicts have come up. Maybe you need to set healthy boundaries. Maybe you need to not talk to that family member that you feel brings you down every time. You are setting those healthy boundaries. Holiday season's upon us. So this is when family matters come to a head, and we are thinking to ourselves, do I need to put up with this? Saturn isn't your sign. It's putting up walls as well and creating these boundaries against connections that are just taking from your energy. With this 4th house energy as well, it is going to be in a square. And you're really asking yourself, I need to be responsible for me. You are responsible for you. How can I set healthy boundaries? How can I go forward in a way that's very inspiring to me? And so a lot of family stuff can come up. It can make you emotional. Maybe a family member exits the family, changes within the family make you emotional and so forth. It brings a lot of those feelings to a head. Grateful moon for comfort. Grateful moon to stay at home. Grateful moon to declutter your space. Grateful moon to nurture your emotional well-being. If tears come to your mind over past family experiences, allow them to flow. It's very healing for you at this time. If there's any harsh words with family members, set those healthy boundaries. Thank you so much for watching and have a beautiful, blessed November 2023.